Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays, and I'm in the Shimakaze, a tier 10 Japanese destroyer. I'm on the map Sea of Fortune in a 3-point domination game. So there are very few tier 10s, so that's lovely. There's a carrier, but it's only tier 8, and there is no radar, which is amazing. Now I found a Kagero, or the Kagero has found me, however you wanna look at this. So I'm going to smoke up immediately. I have a trusty radar ship close by. And now I can hopefully just do a little bit of damage to the Kagero while not getting too much damage myself. So I assume the Kagero is going to talk me, so I'm reversing and I'm already trying to angle a little bit there. And yeah, there are the torps, but there is also a lightning. I mean, it's a lightning. I'm assuming he has his hydro running. But maybe I can create some awkwardness with those torps. Now, lightning seems to be charging me. It's probably the worst thing it could possibly be doing. Because, he's charging on our side of the map. And yeah, he's hydroing me, but you know, he's spotted. And he's in front of the Moines guns. I mean, I assume that the battleships can't shoot him because of the island. But it's not like you need more than the Moine to sink a lightning, and well, there is myself too. So there are some torps incoming, but they should be easily dodged. The lightning might have finally realized that what he's doing isn't working, but it's far too late. And that lightning is just going to sink. And you know, I am using Yamamoto on my Shimakaze, so I've got the, well, first blood perk. So I got one more charge on my consumables. Might come in handy at some point. Now, unfortunately, we've lost the sea cap. Chatland that spawned with me is trying for B, so that's nice. And, well, the Ognivoys, there are two division Ognivoys. And the Ognivoys are not the best cap contesters, I can understand that. Like, against the Shimakaze, they're going to be spotted. They didn't want to do that. But what I don't understand is, why are they going so far towards here, the zone war? So basically this is a carrier match, and the carrier has been harassing those two guys for, I think, maybe the entirety of the match so far. Like, the carrier keeps attacking those, and they are sailing in a position where they can't get any help from anyone. And it's not like their anti-air is so great that two Ognivoys are going to just be shredding this carrier. So I don't, like, why aren't there more with the fleet? If they want a gunboat team, there isn't really much reason for an Ognivoy to be in a flanking position like that. I mean, they don't really have long-range troops. They don't want to get that close anyway. And with high explosive, it doesn't really matter from which angle they shoot. So they could be sticking more with our ships and probably still be as effective. But I don't know. Maybe they just are on a date and they really don't want to be bothered by anyone. So they are trying to escape to the 10 line. Although the carrier will just keep bothering them. But anyway. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get some torps towards this tear pits. I'm not sure what this tear pit's going to do. I'm going to hope that he just keeps pushing and sails into those torps. Now, we've got the B cap. We've got the Chatland that's now going towards C. But the Chatland is going a bit too aggressive. Like, there's a Smolensk there. Smolensk might have Hydro. If he gets too close and he gets surprised by some... Well, he gets surprised by Fletch, I suppose. So basically this Chatland has no support, right? He's way too far in... he's way too close to the enemy team, basically. And, well, now he found a Fletcher. I don't think a single friendly ship can help him. Another point, like, if the Ognivoys were close, they could still farm these tier pits, which I'm assuming they are doing, and they could even help the Chatland. But that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, the tier pits touched my torps, and we are now 2 ships behind. So, we got 2 caps, so that's lovely. So I could hopefully just stay here and maybe torp a few of those guys. If I, like, there is 3 battleships around here. There is still a Kagero somewhere. So there's plenty of opportunity to torp stuff. We will see. That's what happens. First off, maybe we can intercept this tier pits. He's getting awfully close, and afterwards maybe I can something about those guys. But the problem is the enemy just entered the B cap. So just maybe I'm needed over there too. Like, it's just me and those Ognivoys left for destroyers, and those Ognivoys are not going to do anything destroyer-like, you know, cap. Now, my division mate here in the Des Moines, he is using his radar, so maybe he can clear out some of those destroyers, but unfortunately, there are torps while he is, I mean, he's currently reversing and trying to angle, but turns out, not nimble enough. So that was a bit unfortunate, eh? Because I was coming here, I could have smoked him, and then maybe we could have cleared out those guys, but I guess shit happens. Now I have torps going for the tier pits, maybe I even get a hit there. Meanwhile, I'm just going to have to try to defend the B cap. So there is somebody in this smoke. I've dodged some torps, let's torp this smoke, and oh, there is a Fletcher. So I'm not going to fight this Fletcher, and whoever's in this smoke, which is a Shimakaze. So I'll need to smoke here myself to disengage. And now I could just leave, but I feel like we are not really in a position where I can just give up this cap here. So I'm going to reverse back in, and I'll see if I can't defend. I mean, we are losing A, that much is certain. We are not getting C, the Ognivoys are still on their date. I mean, maybe they are now going for the C cap, that would be lovely. Our team has occurred quite a few losses already, but it's... I mean, it's not unwinnable. So, where is this Iowa going? I'm thinking this Iowa... Well, I mean, he might be going towards A. It would not make no sense, because there are no friendlies. Like, Iowa would have nobody to fight close to A. But, you know, my experience in this game tells me that's the most likely place he's going. But no, he's actually charging this camp. So I should have used both launchers on the Iowa. That's a mistake on my part. I really wanna get rid of this Shimakaze here, because we need to kind of defend this camp. But I guess there is nothing I can do now. I'm getting pushed by this Iowa. And maybe I finally have to admit that I can't hold here. So didn't get the destroyer in this smoke. Got 3 torpedoes on the Iowa. But if I'd used both launchers, that Iowa would be dead. So that's a shame. Now the enemy controls all the caps. Our Ognivoys are trying to change that C. So they finally found an objective. I mean, it's taken them only 9 minutes to get close to an objective. And yeah, our remaining force is also near the C cap, but we are getting pushed from all sides. Our carrier is wisely trying to run away. Problem is there is, like, we don't really have much force here either. Oh look, there's, yeah, maybe I should have used my guns there. So, let's see. We are grabbing the C cap. I've joined the remainder of my fleet. There are planes going in, coming in that are going to spot me by accident real soon. And there is nothing I can do about that. So I'm turning on my anti-air, cause, you know, if planes are here anyway, might as well. And now I gotta dodge tier pit secondaries. There is the Iowa coming. The tier pit is a potential target for torps. Oh, and there is the Shimakaze, so let's get a few shells into that. If we could sink the Shimakaze here, that would also be nice, but it looks like we can't. So, this is the Iowa that I failed to sink earlier. Maybe I can clean up my mistake there. Yeah, the tier pit is also going down soon. So, it's not looking good, but at least we have the C cap, right? And I'm getting pretty low on health. Now the enemy Shimakaze is even lower, so if I can find an opportunity to hand down the Shima, I certainly will. But right now there is like, first gotta get rid of this Iowa, then maybe we can get rid of this tier pits or something. Yeah, marking North Carolina 2 for North currently. I'll try to sink a few ships here and maybe get a cap if possible. Well, I mean, that's the plan. There is also the enemy carrier that's still annoying. And our tier pits is... no, wait, our tier pits is down. I was just saying, like, he was so low, I'm impressed that he's still holding on, but, you know, he really... Now that Hindenburg is also a potential threat. Hindenburg has some very powerful hydro if he has it equipped, which I will assume he has. And I'm detected by this tier pits. But I've got some top, like, obviously the tier pits knows I'm here, I was detected. But it looks like he doesn't care for that, he's just going straight ahead. Let's get a few shells in there, maybe get a fire or so too. Tier pits disappeared, but my torps are still, hopefully still going to hit. And now we have this Hindenburg to deal with. The Shima is, yep, there goes the tier pits. Shima is probably still somewhere close to sea. But yeah, there is the Shima. Can I get some shots in the Shima? We need to sink this guy. Now the, okay. Her traverse is too slow. Where is it? And the Shima is getting real low, but so am I. Now the Ognivoi might be able to deal with the Shima. The problem is obviously the Shima's concealment, and the Shima will not want to show herself. This would be a prime target for the carrier. Like, if the carrier could just go in there and finish off this Shima, that would be utterly amazing. But the carrier has some problems because he's hunted by a Kagero and a Maki in North Carolina. On the bright side, because the enemy is basing 3 ships hunting the carrier, we have less ships to deal with right here. Like, if I could, for example, sink this Hindenburg, that would be amazing. Now, he's currently not hydroing, because otherwise I would be hydroed. So there is a chance that, and I get 1 torp, but only 1, and now he is using hydro. And that's a problem, because I now have to get away. I'm in way too low health, and those guys might just start shooting me. Right now I'm safe from the Hindenburg, but Yamagi and the North Carolina are a different matter. Now the Shikaku is in self-defense mode, he's going for the Kagero. It would be tactically probably better to go for the Shima, because he's not going to sink that Kagero. But he could sink the Shima with the remaining planes he has. But I assume he didn't pay attention towards what's happening here, because he was quite busy trying to survive. So how is our Lion faring? Yeah, he's healing, he's printing a new ship, that's nice. So the Hindenburg, Hydro probably still running, I'm trying to stay outside of that, is coming for the Ognivoi. The Ognivoi has decided to just leave the camp itself. I'm not sure why, like I understand the Hindenburg is coming, and he's a bit scared of, was he that close to the Hindenburg? I mean, there was a carrier too. Maybe he decided that he can't risk it. And well, he wants, look, you're okay boy, I understand that this Hindenburg needs to go, and it's a big threat to myself and to you. But there's nobody left to shoot it. there's the Lion, and the Lion is behind this island. I mean, maybe he can lob shells over there towards the Hindenburg, actually. Maybe he could. But, yeah. I'm afraid that this Hindenburg is something we destroyers have to deal with. Now the enemy is at 900 points. So I need to hit this Amagi, and is RPF could be pointing towards the Amagi. Keep in mind that RPF don't point towards the exact location, but towards the square that the ship is in. So maybe, but then again, no, it's the ship. And I should have noticed that because somebody was camping, so it was quite obvious. But you know, the Shima is on very low health, so I can take care of the Shima and protect this cap. I get myself a Confederate, and now I have to smoke and I have to survive for the Amagi. Amagi's guns are turning my way. Can I get into smoke in time? Looks like it. So, well, let's get some torps on the way. The problem is I've lost my spotting. The Lion is down, the Ognivoi is on the other side of the map, and there really is... yeah. There is nothing remaining that can spot the battleship, so I'm trying to spot it myself. Problem, of course, is I'll be visible there for a second, so I'm trying to only peek a little bit. I'm going forward again, but yeah, Maki just saying. Which is a bit of a shame, because you know what? I am at 4 kills, and if I sink this Amaki here, I'll unleash a Kraken, and the Kraken would give me a heal. There is the Kraken, but you know, when you're dead, there is a heal. So if I'd survived that, I'm not sure if I could have done anything against the Kagero or the North Carolina. The Ognevoy is saying he's going to hunt down the carrier, and he's, spoiler alert, actually succeeding in that, but it's a defeat. So here we are with the results, and I gotta say this Ognevoy did really well. He shot down 30 planes, and he managed 2000 base experience in a loss. As a T8 in a T10 match, so I complimented this Ognevoy, by the way. I feel like the Ognevoys could have focused a little bit more on the objectives, but I can't blame this Ognevoy, like he certainly did a lot. And well, I managed 1500 base experience, but you know, it just wasn't enough. Still a bit disappointed how I handled the Amagi there in the end. Maybe, like, obviously afterwards you're always wiser, but I could have tried RPF coping. I could have just tried exiting the smoke on the safe side and gain some distance and then spot him. I don't know, I mean there wasn't that much time left, but if I'd managed to sink this guy and I'd gotten a heal off, maybe I could have done something against the Kagero and the North Carolina. Maybe there was a chance to win this. I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.